Yeah, it was a long summer for me. Obviously, after the end of last season, I didn't know whether I was going to be still here or going, but yeah, finally got it all done and I'm still here. And yeah, went straight into pre-season. As everybody can imagine, with Danny and his staff, it was very intense. The new signings came in, we bonded really well. All the lads have let them in to the group brilliantly. And yeah, training was very hard, very long, very intense, as you'd expect. And I think in difference to pre-seasons I've had before, it was genuine preparation every single day for how we're going to play, how we're going to act. And yeah, and it was very tough. Yeah, I feel brilliant. It's annoying because I always come back really fit. I've always been one of the fittest players, and I always come back in good condition. It's just obviously sometimes you get injured, sometimes you don't. It's just sometimes it can be luck. But yeah, touch wood, I've come back in good condition. I mean, I'm feeling good. Yeah, first game of the season. It's funny because all the lads were saying before the game how we were gonna win the game comfortably, and obviously it's the championship, so you always know that it don't work like that. Games are not easy as that, but it turns out it was, and I think that just shows the confidence in the group that a lot of the lads felt before the game that it would go that way. And like I've always said in my whole career, confidence comes from preparation, and I think subconsciously everybody knows we've prepared meticulously and hard for this season. And yeah, yesterday's result was a surprise to I think a few people the way we performed, but to the group and the staff, yeah, I think we expected it. With the preparation in the pre-season and the way we ended last season, we just carried on really, and every single day we train is a plan basically of how we're going to play. So it's been ingrained in us every day for I'd say 6 months now, the way we're going to play. So it's kind of getting more and more ingrained into everyone naturally. So I think hopefully you'll see many of these performances. And yeah, I thought the new lads who come in yesterday, Jan, Olaf when he come on. And by the way, even the lads who came on that have been here a while, Marvin when he came on was outstanding. And I think the gaffer mentioned it this morning in the meeting that when all the subs came on, sometimes the level can drop when subs come on, but the level went up again. And I think that's testament to how good the squad is, that when the subs came on, they increased the level even more, which is obviously a big thing in the Championship when you need all your players.
Okay, Josh, so obviously 2 months into the season now, bit of a change since you last spoke, just tell me.
Yeah, obviously had a baby girl, sleeping a little bit less, but no, apart from that, it's life changing, I guess, and luckily the dogs have took to her alright as well, and yeah, Missy's doing great, and yeah, she's been good. Do my normal routine as much as I can, obviously I don't want to change it too much, but yeah, it's always difficult when you've got nappies to change now and all that sort of stuff, so yeah, I'm enjoying it though. I think it's been a good start. I think in the Championship, it's the only division where you can lose games and come back from them pretty quickly and find yourself pushing up the table. So obviously we started really well. Against Plymouth, had bad results. Came back really well, had bad results. Basically been on and off the whole time, but in terms of the Championship, I think that's most teams. I think where we finished the season was obviously gave us a lot of confidence coming into this season, especially with winning more games than we lost. That was never going to be the reality this year. Obviously in the Championship you can lose to everyone. We lost 6-2 at the weekend, won 2-0 last night, so that's how much it can swing day to day, and I think there's only 3 or 4 teams who've been consistent at the top, and yeah, we need to try be as consistent as them guys. Mad, because half time we were playing really well, 1-1 at half time. By 52 minutes you're 3-1 down. Yeah, it wasn't ideal, and then to lose 6 at home is obviously unacceptable. But we dusted ourselves down. Luckily the game was Tuesday. Didn't get too negative on it, 'cause at the end of the day it was just a game lost. Obviously the manner of it was poor. But no, we came against Norwich last night and performed really well and basically took the defeat off our back and won the game. off everyone all over the world, to be honest. It's been a bit mad. It's funny how you can play so well all season and you do one thing and that's what people notice, but I guess that's football. It was obviously an unbelievable goal. Scored a similar one at Blackburn last year, which I thought was better. But at the same time, to score goals like that don't come around very often. Obviously to get 2 in 2 seasons is special for me. I always know I'm capable of stuff like that, and to actually pull it off was an incredible feeling. He was stood still on the ball, like, on the halfway line. My ball was moving forward. Technique's much harder. But obviously, but he obviously he scored some great goals himself. I did just boot it, but when the ball's rolling forward instead of stood still, it's much harder to do. It's one of those things now, and I'm glad we've had a game since, because I can stop chatting about it now. When you get to this Christmas period, you're always looking towards March as the get-out point. If you can make it to March, then you're in a good place. And it's obviously past the Christmas period now. We've had some good results, some not so good ones, but overall we're 3 points off the playoffs. And I think if you'd have told us in January we'd be 3 points off the playoffs, we'd have snatched your hand off. So hopefully we can kick on now. I think every season you have ifs and buts, and every team can say, oh, if we'd have won that, or if we'd have picked up a point here, we could have been. So it's all hearsay really. But we're really happy where we are, 3 points off the playoffs, and the lads play really well. If I can get another 10, that'd be nice. That was obviously been an amazing tally. I've got 18 twice, I think, in my career, 16 and 11. I've got double figures about 4 or 5 times, 6 times. I said to him today, I said, I'm going to get a big burst fade today and come in tomorrow.
Oh, do it, burst fade, yeah. Do you want much off top?
You can do a little bit, yeah.
Who have you got Friday?
Burnley away.
Do us a favour.
Sheffield United fan pretending he doesn't know who we're playing. He knows exactly who we're playing.
Oh, you've been coming in?
I met Pops when I first ever came to Sheffield, didn't I? A long time ago. To be fair, I asked Cameron Dawson, looking back, I don't know how I've asked Cameron Dawson who does his hair. But I asked Cam, and then
his hair must have looked particularly good one time.
But I don't get it cut too often, do I? It's just when I try get it. I try not to let it get scruffy, but just get Pops to take the greys out. That's what I do.
Stay on top of it, don't
you? Just as long as the greys out on show, I'm not bothered. I think it's just what like our season really. We win 1, lose 1, draw 1. Win 1, lose 1, draw 1. It's we've had a tough run though. West Brom away, Swansea away, long travels. Especially the Swansea one, we got back at like 5 in the morning or something. Got back from Swansea at 5 Pops, 5 a.m. and then played again on the Saturday. So 3 games in a week was tough, but we managed to win 1 and unluckily lose the other 2 in literally the last minute of the game. But we played really well in all 3, so I think the lads are quite kind of happy with how it's going. Their centre back passed it straight to me, and then I passed it to Smudge. But no, we played well again. Dominated the game. We were a lot better than them on the night, and we deserved to win 100%. And then it was the exact same on Saturday. We deserved to win that as well, and then sucker punch last minute. Obviously, 2 goals conceded at home again, and got our next 5 games. I think probably the 5 hardest games we've had all season. Burnley, Sunderland, Sheffield United, Norwich, and I think we've got Plymouth away in there. If we can be still in touch and distance after the Sheffield United game, then we've definitely got a chance. But in terms of the Sheffield United game, in honesty, I'm not really thinking about that until the game comes, because we really need to pick up points before then. And it's probably the same for them. They're trying to keep that gap from Burnley and Sunderland. So I don't think they'll be thinking too much about our game either. I think they're just trying to stay in that top 2. I was saying, imagine they finish 3rd and we finish 6th.
You don't want that.
There's the police, a big carnage around here. But it'd be unbelievable for the league, wouldn't it? If you obviously want them to go up automatically, but
it'd be a great spectacle, wouldn't it? But I don't think it'd be any good for anyone's health.
I've not played this many games for a couple of years, so I've played every single game apart from 2. So I feel good. It obviously takes its toll. I think there's an actual stat that midweek games away from home in the Championship, the win percentage is literally next to none. Sat on a coach all that time.
What, as an away team?
An away team, Obviously teams do win, but do you know, over a general thing, not many teams go away and win in midweek. And I think that's due to the Saturday game and then the travel and then the play. It must be, because there's too big a scale for it not to be factored in. But to be fair, the club this year, we've got a sleeper bus. It's unbelievable, yeah. On the way back from long trips, you can just go in your own bed on the bus and go to sleep. So that obviously helps for recovery. And I think that's made a big difference because we've been good away from home in midweek this year.
How's that with them? Bed for everyone?
Yeah, literally a bed for everyone, yeah, on the bus.
Is it a double decker?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's class. It's like I think it's like a tour bus type thing. Like there's a living room at the front as well. It's good, yeah. It's proper, and it's definitely made a difference. Good way, innit? Yeah.
How was it to get the award?
I'm not asked about the award. I'm just more asked about the goal. But no, it was obviously. It's just one of them instinctive things. I've said it before in interviews. I literally just saw the keeper off his line and shelled it as far as I could. But no, yeah, it's a good goal. Someone for Stokes did something similar the other day actually. But theirs bounced before the goal, mine went straight in. You know what I mean, Pops?
Incomparable then, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, obviously long away trips to Plymouth and Norwich. When you're away from your family for obviously that long, you need to get wins to make it worthwhile, and luckily we did. So yeah, it was what we all wanted. Yeah, it was obviously an easy performance. Playing against the bottom of the league, it's what we expected. Yeah, we wanted to go into that game and come out comfortable winners, which we did. Obviously going into a tough game on Tuesday. Yeah, it was quite comfortable in the end, but we deserved to win, and the boys were excellent. Relegation performance first half. Second half, incredible. Not just the 3 goals, but the character, obviously, to come back after such a bad first half. Little tweak in the system and a couple of new players coming on at half time made the big difference. And yeah, it was an unbelievable performance, probably one of my favourite wins since I've been here.
Like I say, what do you think was the difference? What got said at half time?
We obviously went from a 5 at the back to a 4. He brought Nathaniel Chalobah on, who made a massive difference for us. Breaking up play, winning tackles, just the dirty side of the game, which we didn't have in the first half. Yeah, and we just took all our chances. We was a big threat going forward, and yeah, we fully deserved the win. We could have won 5-2 in the end. Yeah, I've got Mr. Bracknell and the new man of Mr. Reverend and the Makers coming in.
This is a right set-up. Hello, little girl. Steve, what's your name? All right, Rev.
All right, Steve. Please.
Nice to meet you, mate. I'm a bit starstruck, I'll be honest with you.
I'm a bit nervous, mate, if I'm honest, about Sunday. Derbies make me feel a bit weird.
For me, there's a difference between fear and nerves. Fear, we can do without. What's worse that can happen? We lose, we go to bed at 5 p.m, shut curtains, job's done. Nerves, I think you're embracing. That can be your fuel, that. So if you're nervous, I'm not telling you how to suck eggs, Josh, but if you're nervous, I'd embrace nerves, because it's going to be a headache cauldron in there.
Do you know team? Does he tell you?
The starting 11?
Yeah.
Nah, we won't know that till some days, like yesterday, he didn't even name it till like 2 hours before kick-off.
Ah, okay.
So lads were in a hotel, wondering if they were going to play or not, and yeah, no, on Saturday obviously everyone will want to play, so I think he'll leave it as late as possible so the disappointed lads don't go banging on his door.
I'm saying, to be honest, but my problem is I don't know who's going to turn up 5 minutes before kick-off. But
who's paid?
Exactly, who's still in bed, but there'll be a lot of mind games from him. I won't say his name, CW. He'll play every trick in ball.
Do you reckon they'll give the old shake of hands after the old sausage roll shouts?
I think Danny's a man of class. I can't say the same for myself.
Listen, do you know what it is? He's a Sheffield boy and he Wilder. And if it were Wednesday and he were all the way around, I'd probably love him.
I'll tell you what, do you know that obviously I see people saying it's disrespectful and stuff, which obviously I can't imagine the gaffer was too happy about it.
Yeah.
But like, you want that needle, don't you?
A little
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't obviously want people to take it over the line, and when you're the manager, you're supposed to set the example and all that. But
Yeah.
Pressure's on him now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's piled it on his set, no danger.
Not only that, all my favourite players, they've got a bit of an edge. I saw you at Norwich, I saw a little bit of... You've got to have a bit of that, you've got to have a bit of... And if it were a Wednesday... We only hate him because he's a blade, let's be right. If he were a Wednesday night and we were doing that, we'd be singing it and all.
You
wouldn't we?
watch, I reckon by about 8th 11 in that stadium, sausage roll sold out.
Well, the mad thing is I've never played in one at Hillsborough. And the last time there was one I watched it, I was in Scotland at the time, it was the 4-2 when Sheffield beat.
Absolutely heartbreaking.
And obviously we don't want that again at the weekend, so I think we can go out and obviously they need to win to stay in the top 2 as well, so we can have a right do it.
There is a situation where we could end up 6th and then 3rd, right? And I know they've been thinking. I know somebody.
They don't want that.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They don't want that. They're favourites to beat us no matter what the case is.
Yeah.
So, but Wilder's mates with my old man as well, so that'd be nice to get one on him. Love each other.
The way I see it is, when you were playing in game and you were around at that time, if you can win a second leg playoff after being 4-0 down and get to Wembley, you can beat Sheffield United when it's 0-0 at the start of kick-off. This mountain's not that hard to climb, pressure's on them.
What would you say if you were in charge at the weekend? What would your team
To
talk
lads, listen, alright, I joke and I laugh, but I'm not going to patronise your lot about tactics. You're far more qualified than me to discuss them. But what I can maybe advise on is what it means as a Sheffielder to play in this game. Alright, we haven't been in Premier League for what, 25 years? It's not, I think last Sheffield derby were, mistake me if I'm wrong, 1995, 94, long time ago. However, this is everything. And you've played in big games, Rangers, Celtic.
Yeah.
That, I'd say to lads on Sunday, I'd probably play a video where that prat on a bar stool singing Sausage Roll and say, that's amount of respect. Because don't talk to me about respect, Chris. When you're doing that at A11, I won't mention boozer, because I'll not dob the ink, because I'm not a snitch. I'd play that and go, that's what he thinks of you. And listen, Wednesday is an intense club to play for, I get it. Sometimes we expect champagne football on lemonade, wages, whatever it is. There's problems in certain areas, we all know that. And sometimes on Twitter and on Facebook, Instagram, negative ones speak loudest. But on Sunday, 12 o'clock, when that whistle goes, there's 35,000 absolutely behind you. Kids, aunties, nans, granddads, they're all behind you. And when that ball was in final third,
And I'll stick one in.
and you stick one in, and we suck it in there, I'll play that fucking video again. Sorry to swear. And I'll be lobbing sausage rolls like confetti.
Obviously, Baz, Palmer. It can have we are like blowing smoke up your arse. That playoff final, like,
But he's got it.
No, I've got to. I get more excited about.
And it's my show.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
but we buzz more off football than we do off music, truth be said. And them games, if I live to be 100-year-old, I'll never forget them games. And same if we beat these.
Alright, if we're blowing smoke up the arse, let's do it. I do my research. I don't come onto these sort of documentaries and not do my research. Mistake me if I'm wrong, you're not far off being the all-time top goal scorer in 21st century for Sheffield Wednesday.
I'm very close, yeah.
Very close. I think we should hold you in higher esteem. But I think, Josh, and this is me talking straight off back to your face, people mistake confidence for arrogance. And it's same with Winnie in my team, man number 10. They think he's leery and arrogant. He's not.
I get that.
He's confident. You get it. I've seen you, Rev, when you're sparking off online. People mistake it for arrogance. It's not. It's confidence.
Because they want to see you kiss it badge and
This is
beating
it.
chest. And
You tell truth, and sometimes truth's hard to swallow. And
everyone asks for truth, but no one wants it.
this is it. This is it. But in my opinion, and let's be frank, it is your show. You're a big game player. And Sunday's set up for you, mate. Sunday's set up for you. I'd love it. I told that Nicky, if we win, expect me back Monday morning, because lots going off. We're having a rate locking in Oak.
I think sometimes people don't appreciate impact it has on people's lives. Like people said to me, that gig was blah blah blah, greatest thing. And my lad's got a thing on his wall.
But you just thought I'm just singing like I'm not.
Yeah, my lad's 10-year-old and he's got a thing on his wall and it's the commentary from your goal and it's like this massive poster. And that was last time we were like, ditto with me dad. It's like, it's part of his life. It's like, and I think because at social media age, these moments, they almost dismiss quicker now. Whereas Sheridan, Bullen, them guys, and I think in 10 years you'll feel that.
I remember beating Travellers in quarter-final at
Tough game,
the
that.
Imperial Cup. And I would say I was caught up with all prep and all stress of big game. And when we won, old Judy Cleaner were crying. I saw her she was cleaning disabled box and she was crying and teasing at us. I'm so proud of you, Stephen. You do.
That might have just been the smell.
Maybe, because Carpet David been in before. But it is them things, it's hard to quantify them things, but I know. I mean, there's a... Rev's son, 10-year-old, like, he'll be walking down to that ground Sunday. You're his hero, like, and if you bang one in...
You just don't want to disappoint people, you don't want to...
That puts pressure on you, and I get that. But you can't have fear in these games. Not fear and nerves are different, they're different things. Imagine.
I think certain people thrive off it at all to some degree, like...
The fans do as well. I've noticed it, when it's a game at Hillsborough where it's a big game and like you maybe might lose, they back you up. When we're playing Luton at home, they sit there and expect you to go score free.
Yeah.
And
I suppose that's why Sunday might be a bit easier, because you know from off they're going to be behind you regardless.
No matter what.
No matter what. They're going to
go 3 down after 20.
Then you've got a problem on your hands.
It is a special atmosphere in Hillsborough, and I think Hillsborough played a part in that Peterborough thing. We come out of ground and our old bloke said to me, because I'm 85-year-old, he went, that's the best football match I've ever watched.
Well, because I said to people when I was there, and I got hammered online for it, like all firm games and that, the Peterborough game was the loudest I've ever stayed in my entire life.
Thinking about it.
And that's what Hillsborough can do though, yeah. And it was bouncing.
And I stood on my seat and I was doing if you don't bounce, and then they scored about 30 seconds after.
I was watching it on TV, it was mental.
And I fell off my chair and I got my legs stuck in my chair.
No worse, Rev.
And I was there for about 5 minutes with my legs stuck in my chair with all them singing Greasy Chick.
But that game there, that was when Wednesday were better than United,
Yeah.
and that was like the turning point for them, weren't it?
This is why they're not comfortable being favourite. It puts them in an awkward position. There's something in the psyche about, oh, poor old Sheffield United.
Well, that's Wilder's old stick, you mean?
He loves that card. When he was mentioning people's wages and all this and how much money. And then when it's done this season, well, I think that's a complete lack of respect.
He's been on serious money in the Premier League as well, so
he's blown some rate cash.
So,
Blown some rate money.
I think you could do his job.
nice gaffing forward, good wages.
I'd like his wages, and I won't be sitting in Pointing Dog with my brown brogues on, with my rich mates. I'd still stick with fans and actually interact with fans. I'd stay at Royal Oak, but kid, he's got pressure. I watched an interview with him last night.
He's obviously a good manager though, isn't he?
He's a good manager, let's be frank. I'm not... Chris, you come from Sunday League. We've come from the same school of thought. Like, I get the bloke. I just found what I did after last derby a tad disrespectful. I get it. And listen, Sunday night, there's every chance I'll be in Royal Oak on a pub stool, singing about savoury pastries and getting it that one.
Obviously, first time catching up since the derby game, really. Just obviously not been the best run of form since. Just talk us through it from.
No, it's not how I envisioned the season ending. Obviously, we've got 4 games left still, but no, with the run of form, with the run of fixtures, I expected us to be in playoff contention. Like I said before at the start of the season, that was our aim, but yeah, it's not gone to plan. Still conceding set pieces, still conceding easy goals, and it's been difficult. I think if you look at the end of the season and then you'll say, oh, after last season, yeah, it's good, but I think with the fixtures we had and with the quality we've got and the games we know we can win, I think we've won 4 games in our last 19 or something, obviously, which is really poor. It's not how I wanted the season to end, but it is what it is, and it's still been a good season overall, I guess. It's weird because all the home games contrary to what everyone says and thinks, because if you actually watch football and understand football, we was the better team in basically every home game we've played, and we've lost them all, which is strange. Don't usually happen. Battered Oxford, concede a long throw. Same with Hull, concede a set piece last minute. The longer you give these teams belief, if you don't score and it's longer the game goes 0-0, they start getting confident, they start picking throws up, corners, and anything can happen then. We've scored a lot of goals as a team this year, but in the last 4 or 5 weeks, obviously, that's not been the case. So mad, innit?
How many games you played here?
I have not a clue. Not a clue. Not many good ones here this year, though. We've lost nearly every one of them. But
what's your best memories here?
probably the Peterborough game. Yeah, to be fair, the first time I ever signed for the club, I actually had a good memory of playing here with Rangers. That was the first time I'd played at Hillsborough before, and obviously we brought 14,000 fans. I scored, but even then I was thinking, the stadium's unbelievable. I'd love to play here one day. And yeah, luckily a few years later I obviously signed for the club. So I never thought that after 5 years I'd been here I'd be the top scoring midfielder in the club's history. So yeah, I've not done too bad. Yeah, this goal here, Aidan Flint header, Palms scored. I just remember it was absolutely rocking in here. We had the hole underneath of that goal. Peterborough had the top, I think. And yeah, it feels, when you're on an empty pitch, an empty stadium like this, it's obviously different and weird, but yeah, it was an unbelievable night. The pitch was unbelievable. Everyone put 100% in, and the game plan the manager came up with worked. And you know, we have had some good games on this pitch, and maybe I'll come back and play here one day, who knows, so we'll see. He actually said we just need to score a goal every 22.5 minutes or something. It's mad. And when he broke it down like that, all the lads were like, this guy's off his head. We've just been battered 4-0, but we got 2 in the first 20 minutes, I think, so we cut half the time off, and then, yeah, this place was bouncing. And I think when we scored the second, obviously we knew what was happening. Their players knew what was happening, so yeah, it was unbelievable from the manager to actually, it's hard to implement belief in a squad of players when you're that scoreline down, but he did it that night. And yeah, the penalty shootout and the scenes at the end. Yeah, we've got the EFL Awards next week, so see if we get goal of the season for that, so we'll see. I won't be surprised if it didn't win, but I'm not too fussed about awards like that, to be honest. I'd rather be in a successful team, so it is what it is. But yeah, I've reached most of my targets, to be honest. Yeah, I wanted to be in Team of the Year, but when your team finishes in the bottom half of the table, it's quite difficult. So yeah, my numbers have been good. I've played really well. I've been really happy with myself this year compared to last year, just with my availability. Obviously, I thought I played well last year in the games I did play, but it weren't enough. And yeah, this year when I play, I want to contribute to my teammates, help my team, know that all the lads can rely on me when we've got to run hard and play hard. So yeah, that's all I want to do.
Right, Josh, so we're here down in London, goal of the season. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to win or not, but I'm here to support Shay as well, who's up for Young Player of the Year. So I'm hoping he wins more than me, if I'm honest.
Like I said, nice, if you do get it, nice positive way to end the season.
Yeah, I guess so. It's obviously not one of the main awards I wanted to win, but like I said, it sounds obviously like I'm lying because I always want to win, but I generally want Shay to win the award. I feel like he deserves it, so yeah, I'm here to support him more than myself.
Do you enjoy coming to things like this?
They're alright, yeah, you get to see a few people, see a few faces that you've seen, obviously not seen in a while.
So if you could just sum up, obviously, your time as Sheffield Wednesday manager.
What a fantastic time. Came to given the opportunity to manage a wonderful football club as Wednesday, and yeah, and just put my heart and soul into really trying to get the Wednesday back into the Championship where I felt they belonged. It was a wonderful roller coaster of a ride, but what a connection I had with the supporters and the football club, and to gain promotion in the manner that we did in the history of football. You'll go a long way to seeing anything better. So what a special time, and what a special time and special memories I've got working for a wonderful club.
Obviously, we've been following Josh Windass this season. Just sum up how he was as how he was playing for you as his manager.
To work alongside Josh and to have him as a player. Josh he's got a special talent. He's a goal scorer, but he's a creative player as well. Intelligent, understands the game, and somebody that has always come up with goals at crucial moments. It's probably what I'd call a big game player. No situation is too big for Josh. Backs himself immensely, huge confidence. And when I worked with him, it was about getting Josh into the areas of the pitch where he could be most effective. And my goodness, was he effective in the playoff final. And he come up with the all-important goal that took the club back to the Championship. a great man, real great individual man. He cares, not just for obviously for himself, but for his teammates. And he's happy to sacrifice himself for others. So he was a complete joy to work with, and I wish him everything but success in the game.
Like I say, is it nice to see from the outside that he's been doing it in the Championship this season as well?
It doesn't surprise me. Why? Because he's a good player. He's a fantastic player to grace the Championship. He's certainly got the ability as well to grace the level above. And knowing Josh's determination, that won't stop or wane in terms of him wanting to get to the very, very highest level. We've seen his ability, we've seen some of the most outstanding goals he's scored in his career, and some of them goals that he scored won't look out of place in the Premier League. So he shows what a top player is. He scored some magnificent goals, not just for Wednesday, always been over his career, and he'll continue to score goals.
Yeah, it's probably a year on from the last Saturday in a coffee shop. Still doing it. Just talk to us about your routine this season.
Spent a bit of money since then on coffees.
It's gone quick, hasn't it?
It's crazy that you said that, to be fair. That's a year. We expected to be obviously fighting for playoffs, didn't we, at this point? It's been a good season, I guess, in terms of when you compare it to last year, but we're still eating coffee, maybe we eat too much cake, maybe that's why we're not doing so well.
Just all of you, if you could just obviously just sum up the season just from all your points of views, really.
I'll let you go make try not to play.
Have you seen it?
Sorry,
have you watched the games?
I've been watching games, yeah. So from stand, it's been alright.
I would say probably we've had loads of ups and downs, some good moments, some bad. But I think probably collectively when we look back, and no disrespect to the league, we'll probably look back at it this season and say it's a chance missed to make playoffs. I think, don't know if you agree, but the standard of the league's not been great this year compared to previous, and probably more so down to us this season than other teams. We probably threw a lot of results away that we should have won. So it's good to not be fighting relegation, obviously. We've not been near that really all season, but when you look back at it after the season, it's probably a chance missed.
I think the gap from our best performance and our worst performances is too wide. When we're not great, we lose 100%, and then when we play well, we always win. So I think we've not got that medium balance where we can play average and pick up results. I think we've been too inconsistent, and that's ultimately why we're in the middle of the league. But obviously we've got a good team, and we've proven that with the wins we've had. But then we've lost games against teams like Oxford and Hull, and teams who we should beat 9 times out of 10, to be honest. So that's probably a reflection of why we're so mid-table.
Why do you think that's? Is it? I mean, on one point, is it nice maybe not to have anything to play for and progress from last year, or are you feeling it? There's, like I said, a missed opportunity.
It's obviously nice to not be panicking whether you're going to get relegated, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a bit like, you enjoy having the pressure of something to play for, because it keeps you motivated to obviously play well and keep doing well. I think the disappointment now, we'll probably look back and say we have progressed from where we finished last year, but I think when you get that close to the playoffs, your expectations change during the course of the season, so I think that's why there's a feeling of disappointment at the moment, but maybe in 2-3 years time we'll look back and think, well...
Yeah, obviously coming to the end of the season now, obviously we've all been here a bloody long time now, so yeah, to get to the end of the season and go on holiday, and that obviously could be it for quite a lot of the lads who are here at the minute. So yeah, it's obviously been a long 5 years, long 10-15 years for these two, so yeah, we're looking forward to it, and just get the last 2 games, hopefully we can win both of them.
And like I say, what's it like this time of year then for all 3 of you? You're just waiting now to see what happens with everything?
It's been quite rare, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's weird because, like Josh said, there's a lot of people out of contract, so Saturday will probably be quite emotional for a lot of players. Obviously, you might not get a chance to play with these players again.
Or at the stadium.
It will be emotional after the game because I've played with him 10 years now, 5 years. Some other people like Big Dom and people like that. So it'll be emotional come Saturday, but it's good to be in this position where you can enjoy the game, and then you get your families at the end of the game, and Saturday it'll be amazing.
And like I say, if that is it, what would you say your memories are over the last 5 years for yourself?
Well, I was saying the other day, because when I first came through the door, it's the only, I don't just say it because I've been here, when it's the only club I came to where like straight away I walk in and there was these two, there was like Fletch at the time, there was like even Jacob Murphy and people like that, and you know when you walk into a new dressing room it's quite like hostile and you're quite nervous. It weren't like that at all. Everyone was like so like nice in a weird way, like I'm different, I don't speak to anyone when they first come in but these two obviously welcomed me straight away. Like since I've come here it's like you've got, I said on when we did this video the other day, like you've got actual friends that I'm not friends with really anyone in football really, by choice most of the time, but at this club obviously it's different. I've got these two I've been here so long with, sit next to Palms every day in the dressing room, and yeah, but I've sit next to him for much longer, so
I think it's hard, isn't it, because like to sum it up in words, especially like now, it's difficult because no one knows. We might all be sat here in this time next year doing it again, so nobody really knows. It's hard to think like too far ahead in football because things change so much in like such a short space of time. So yeah, we'll take the next 2 games I think, and yeah, probably plan something as a group maybe.
It is
maybe
mad how long we've
try
played
and,
with each other for, because it doesn't happen, does it?
No.
It just, you don't.
No, it's crazy. Like you said, you have football mates, but they're not really your mates. But I think because we've been together for so long, you kind of become stronger mates, and we'll obviously keep in touch and see each other after this.
A lot of us come here, don't we, every day. A lot of the team do come, so yeah, that is, I think we said that on the last one, that it's rare that sort of stuff happens, but with the lads we've got, obviously you'd be sat here saying you get on with it, that don't work. In change rooms lads argue and lads don't get on every single day, but when we get to a football pitch we're all on the same page. But I think that's like any working environment, but on a whole more so I think these two get along with people more than I do, but everybody seems to get on with everybody, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think it's important, but I think like we could do a lot more as a team together, and I think it's up to us really to like drive that and do them things and create that culture within the dressing room. So it's always an open invite, like Josh always says, so it's up to whoever wants to come. You know where we're going to be most days. Obviously people's got things that pick the kids up or they're busy, but yeah, nip to Meadowall, do whatever you got to do every day, but
do that every day?
Pretty much. I'm always there. There's always something to pick up. I drive that way home, so. But no, it's a bit of a running job. Yeah, paddle's a new one, but a few of the boys' bodies can't hack it at the minute, so they're promising me after the season they'll come and play with me, but I've got nothing better to do.
So obviously it could be last walk round Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Just sum up how you feeling after that.
Yeah, obviously a strange day. Atmosphere was brilliant, to be fair. I didn't expect it to be that good. Obviously unlucky with the result again. Dominated a game at home, but came away with a draw. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's been enjoyable.
Like I said, just walking around with your family there at the end. Very nice, just to nothing to play for really.
First time I've done it. Obviously it's a tradition in English football that this is what we do, so still got 1 game to go next week, so good week's training and then finish on a high.
And just finally, what's your message to the fans, just obviously finishing Hillsborough like you have today now?
Yeah, just thank you. You've been great with me for the 5 years. I've really enjoyed playing here, and it's an amazing stadium with amazing fans, and I've loved every minute of it.
Josh Windass doing what he did at the end of last season, scoring goals. He starts this one in the same vein.